This is Africa News Tonight on the Voice of America. Americans living abroad are taking part in this election. In Sierra Leone, a community of American nationals reflect on their expectations and experiences regarding this week's election in the United States. Here's reporter Eric Kawa with more from Freetown.
Mina Bilkis is a first-generation American born to Sierra Leonean parents. She feels connected to the U.S. election and can exercise her franchise while the United States prepares to elect its 47th president.
Over the past 10 years since I moved to Sierra Leone, I have voted 3 times for each presidential election that occurred during that time period at the U.S. Embassy. Just a few weeks ago, I casted my vote and dropped off my ballot there. I think it's important to vote, not because it's only our civic duty, but because nearly 70 years ago, people like me could not vote. We did not have the right to vote.
Bilkis told VOA that she's been using her social media platforms to encourage other U.S. citizens at home and abroad to register and vote. Tuesday is election day in the United States, and there are thousands of offices up for grabs, from town school boards to governorships and the U.S. Congress. At the top of the list is the presidential race between Democrat Kamala Harris, the country's current vice president, and former President Donald Trump, the Republican Party candidate. Najima Bawar, a Ghanaian-American working in Sierra Leone for the past 4 years, says they have a community that organizes small meetings for open dialogue on current issues in the United States.
So it's really important for all of us to stay in tune in terms of the various laws that are being passed, because it does influence, the health space, the climate change space, trade, and all of that. And so I think it's very critical that we vote. It's crucial that we stay in tune with what is happening abroad, because it does impact us.
Some political analysts think the U.S. elections are of great interest to Africa because they influence development projects, health initiatives, and other humanitarian assistance. Journalist and political commentator Melvin Tijan Mansaray is one of them.
So it's quite important, and the perceptions are abounding, but it depends to who you talk to, where they're coming from, and how they are connected to the U.S. Some people are connected to legal migrants. Others are connected to undocumented or illegal migrants. And the commonality between the legal and the illegal migrants is the fact that both of them are contributing to remittances coming into the country's GDP.
There is no clear estimate on the number of Sierra Leone citizens living in the United States, but thousands arrived during the 1990s and early 2000s while the country was engulfed in a civil war. For VOA Africa, I am Eric Kawa, reporting from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Thanks for joining Africa News Tonight for our special election coverage. I'm Peter Clote in Washington.
And I'm Yehisu Heba.
For an update on U.S. election news early tomorrow, you can catch Daybreak Africa at 0300 UTC and our special election coverage program at 0400 UTC, and find all our coverage on voaafrica.com.